Fletcher v. Peck. This case was decided in 1810, and it's the culmination of a land deal that took place in the state of Georgia that became known as the Yazoo Land Fraud. So after the Revolutionary War, the state of Georgia laid claim to its western territory, and this western territory is now known as the states of Alabama and Mississippi, but at the time it was known as the state of Georgia. But it was in the Indian Reserve. And the Indian Reserve was an area of the state of Georgia that was not developed and was occupied by Native Americans. But the state of Georgia had a lot of foresight, its leaders did, I guess, and they wanted to try and secure all of this land because they realized that if Georgia can secure all of this as part of the state of Georgia, it will become a very powerful state in this brand new country. Well, they tried to secure it on their own and they couldn't do it. They didn't have the money or the manpower. So they were approached by a group of investors who said, "Sell it to us and we'll do it for you." And they thought it was such a good idea, the legislatures thought it was such a good idea that they all became investors in the companies that were going to buy the state of Georgia. So in 1795, the state of Georgia passed a Veterans Benefits Bill, and they attached to that bill a rider that sold 2/3 of the state for 1.5 cents an acre. Well, when the citizens caught wind of this, they were obviously very, very upset. They were outraged, and they voted everyone out of office, and they repealed the law the next year. Well, this issue went its way up to the Supreme Court. Writing for the court, Justice John Marshall said that Georgia couldn't repeal the first land grant. They couldn't undo it. And the reason they couldn't undo it is because of the Contracts Clause in the U.S. Constitution. So even though they acknowledged that the deal was full of bribery and fraud and deceit and corruption, the citizens of Georgia were stuck with the deal because their legislatures had made